Was on the mind of a college kid, and is what we talked about was just how college can affect the kids' minds and how they can do certain things to themselves, like harm themselves or harm others, or talk about people and criticize one group or this group or that group, and how they affected them and how they affected people that are in our group that have already been in those spots. There were many people in the group that did have personal experience with this, and how in previous schools they did harm themselves or they did criticize one specific group, and they would. There was only a few of them that would speak up, and there were a few that would not. I believe that the ones that did not speak up thought that the the group that they joined, might be a different thing than what it actually was. I know I did. I was not really prepared for that and what that was about. I thought it was more of like how things affect your mind and how you can go into school with like the right mindset. But it was kind of good to like hear about all that stuff because I've never have, and I know that it's a big part of like school and stuff like that, and I know that it does have been a lot, and that it is a big part of all schools, not just college, high school and stuff like that. I did speak up in class a couple of times in the group, and is what I did is we were talking about stereotypes and stuff, and everybody go up there and we'd write something down on a note card, we'd put it on the board, and then we'd come back and pick like one more thing off the board that somebody else wrote, and we would have to come back in and um, we'd come back and we'd talk about the card we picked and why we picked it. I um, I picked drunk, and that was just because I don't really I, I don't know. I just picked drunk because I've heard that used a lot. I've heard a lot of people. I mean, I'm not talking like drunk like you are drunk. I'm talking about like classifying one guy or a group of people as drunks. And I picked that one because when I was growing up, I used to have a lot of. I grew up on a boat, and there was always the one boat or two boats that had drunks on them, and that's all it was just a bunch of drunks. I, but and let's think. Um, I do think that it was a the reason I think this is part of it is because Clemson wants you to know what, like I don't really know how to say it. They want you to interact with other people, and it's a good way to like meet people and see like if you have anything in common with people. I think he like brings all of us in together to talk about stuff, and so it's not like weird if we have to like talk about it because everybody else is, and we're all doing the same type of thing. Also, it could mean like they want you to learn more stuff about one topic, like hurting yourself or harming yourself or stereotyping and like saying that like words can hurt and like all this stuff about just slurs that guys use on or just sayings that guys use all the time, but it could actually hurt somebody's feelings even though you aren't trying to, or you're not even like looking straight at them, having to talk to them. It could still hurt their feelings. Let's see what's next. Do you see it? Yeah, I think it is. I kind of included that in my last part. I think it is a great part of the Clemson experience. I'm not sure about useful, but I know I learned some things out of it that like some guys say when they're about to go into a test, like, man, this is gonna suck. I just want to kill myself or something. And like some people that like just hearing it like it triggers something weird in their head, and it doesn't sit right with them. Either they've like thought about it or they know somebody who has, and it isn't like it isn't okay to say that because it hurts other people like around you, and it's not just about you saying this or me saying that to want to know there is somebody behind you that might hear it or somebody in front of you might hear it and it hurts them and it hits them like in the wrong spot and it never comes out right. But to you and your friends, it might seem fine to say it or normal to say it. And I think that's about all. Then again, my group was on the mind of a college kid, on the mind of like harming stereotypes, stuff like that. Um, my name is Hawkins Sherman. Thank you.